can we move on to Mike Button from the Christchurch Botanic Gardens Trust? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for hearing myself and my fellow trustee, Alan Morgan.
Page 135, everyone. Yep, sorry, because we're out of order now, so I'm just telling people your submission is on page 135.
Oh, good.
Good.
Shall I wait till everyone's ready?
No, they're ready.
Okay. I assume everyone's read the submission that we put in?
Yep.
Good. In that case, I won't bother reading it verbatim because you already know it, but the 2 points that we really like to highlight this afternoon, we very much support the City Council, and as you know, we signed a Memorandum of Understanding in August 15. But from the Trust point of view, we have almost like a catch-22 situation where prioritisation of the significant botanic garden projects and programs identified in the spatial plan and development of the cost process and concept drawings doesn't actually happen in practice. To date, prioritisation, indicative cost in concept development for specific projects and site-wide programs, initiatives in the botanic gardens have not occurred. So we are as I said before, catch-22. We really can't go to potential investors and donors in any project because the first thing people say is, what's it going to look like? And without having a concept plan, we can't show them. Alan, do you have some examples that you'd like to talk to about?
At the moment, we're working on the magnetic survey building. We do have a concept plan, but lately we found out that we have a benefactor who offered a considerable amount of money, but he tagged it with a couple of things he'd like to see, make sure that it is open to the public during public opening hours, such the same as the show houses, and also that it has a much better entrance than it's got now. But it's a heritage building, so this is sort of throwing the cat amongst the pigeons a bit. We'll give it, say, $150,000 to basically do the job, and it's kind of conditional to do this. Well, we've got 3 top-level officers of the council working around the heritage issues, which it's only heritage in the sense that the council think it's a heritage building. It doesn't have any natural heritage consideration. And so, yeah, we've been waiting for that resolution. We need, the fundraisers tell us that we need a good cornerstone donor before we can go public, and that's what we're waiting for. But this has been going on for 2 years now. Mike,
Well, just briefly, the trust was formed 3+ years ago, and we went through all the various housekeeping matters and registered with the Charities Commission, and we picked, as Alan said, 2 years ago, the Metallic Observatory as a project that we thought we would like to do because we wanted to test our systems, and we thought it would be a simple, low-cost project. It's not simple. It's still probably low cost, as Alan's indicated, but it's frustrating at times because we've got this catch-22.
The reality is that we're told that the final drawings and public consultation can't be done until all the money's raised. This is maybe $200,000. We can't sort of go to the donors and they'll say, well, what does it look like? We say, well, you give us the money and in about 2 years' time we'll find out what it looks like in detail. And we're having trouble getting that one over the bar a bit. This provision makes sense when it's council money being allocated. Say, okay, with the budget's there to do it, then we'll go through the process of getting it designed and go through the public submissions and all that stuff. It doesn't work really well when money's coming from outside because it's we can't get the money really until we we have a finished product that we can say, well, that's what it's going to look like. Now give us your money, and then we can move on.
So what,
I,
I'm just wondering whether we could get somebody to have a look at this.
I'm sure we could.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's paying for the design, what the actual hold-up is.
No, well, is the hold up the heritage status of the building?
it seems to be the fly in the ointment at the moment, yeah. All in it is a heritage pair of doors that look like an entrance. Instead of, at the moment it's got a, it's actually just a, it was just a shed.
Yeah.
It's like a grilling hut.
A door which only scrapes in as being a wheelchair access width. And if you get 20 people in there, then they're going to be kind of trapped into a one-way door. So it really does need sorting. But let me just go back a bit. I started on this trust in the 2007 plan came out, and one of the provisions in that plan was that the trust be formed. So we said that's one thing that the Friends can do. We can form a trust, and so it's more or less arm's length from the City Council. We had the first job that came along, if you like, was the Gondwana Garden, which was a really exciting thing that was happening at that time. And the designer in the council said we're having trouble writing the brief. So we got together, the Friends organised a workshop and pulled all the top people around the country together, the geologists, the archaeologists, a whole bunch of people from Wellington, Auckland, Dunedin. We had several universities involved, Lincoln, Canterbury, Otago, and Ingenious Science. We had a great day brainstorming it. We came away with what was we thought was a very good brief. I mean, the council accepted that, or at least the officers did. Went away, and then nothing happened. A year later, what's happening? Nothing. Oh, the design has been taken off and given something else to do. Okay, we roll on. Then became the earthquakes, and so everything stopped for a while. Then when the new building opened, which was great, we had a great clamouring for the pedestrian bridge. Everybody wanted, where's the bridge, which was talked about originally. We talked to the architects, and they said, yeah, we'd like to design the bridge. We'll do it partly pro bono. Come back, we have to say to them, look, we can't instruct you. We don't want to hold the contract for this. And so we came to the council and said, would you instruct them with the bridge? They said, no, we can't use those people because it's a different project and we have to re-advertise for design interest and all that stuff. So there was the people who really knew the building, knew the site, and prepared to do it pro bono, and that. At the same time, they said, we really need to do this spatial plan so we can work out with circulation from the new bridge. It took a year to find the people to do it. It took a year to do it, and then a year to get sort of approval. That's 3 years where everything just froze, can't do anything. But we did pick up this magnetic survey building in the meantime. So this is 10 years down the track. I started off at 70 pretty grumpy. Now I've turned 80, I'm even grumpier. And so at this point, we've got to say, if we're not asking for money, we're just wanting for decisions and people to make up their mind, and let's get on with it.
Doesn't sound unreasonable to me.
Incredibly logical. Especially this building. The one that
You're talking about the magnetic observatory.
Where is that?
It's in the Botanic Gardens.
It's a green shed.
It's a shed.
Yeah.
It's a shed, but it's got this amazing history to do with Antarctica.
We have Antarctica.
People used to go there to get their instruments aligned before they went down to Antarctica.
Madam
Yeah.
Mayor, can I just give this young lady this?
Oh, you have got a friend for life now. She's going to vote for anything that you want.
That paper that I've just given to the councillor is something we just had printed that we're going to send to all the Antarctic societies throughout the world. For this project, we've managed to obtain Margaret Austin to become our patron.
Right.
And Margaret is a fantastic lady.
Yes,
and
we know
she
that.
has been so helpful to us. And she's saying things at our trust meetings like, why don't we talk to the German ambassador? Well, we actually don't know him. I do. I'll go and talk to him. You know. So she's a breath of fresh air. So that's just I should have brought more copies, but we're fresh from the printer for those things.
Right. Phil?
Leanne, I'm just wondering if to sort of resolve some of this, in fact, if the Botanic Gardens Trust people might come and talk even informally to our committee,
Yeah.
but so we actually have some further discussion
That's a brilliant
around
idea.
the processes.
We'd love to do it.
I think a workshop and
Yeah.
get appropriate
Yeah.
staff in the room
So ask that
and
that happens.
yeah, just nut it out.
It's not insurmountable. It's just
No,
conversation.
it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that this project here, the Magnetic Observatory, it just sort of it's the Antarctic story. I mean, there was a whole was it somebody who came and talked on it? It was yeah. So there's it's a big part of our story as a city. So it's actually really important. They could almost get it to strategic capability on that basis.
I was actually wondering about that. There must be a
I mean, not strategic capability, to innovation and sustainability.
Tomorrow we're looking at the Antarctic strategy. And so no, because it's the basic strategy, but and it's tomorrow. So why don't you take Phil up on his offer?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if he doesn't solve it, then feel free to come to me.
Right.
Thank you very much.
There you go. All right.
Good.
Well, look, thank you very much
indeed.
I think you've made more than your point, and hopefully action will follow. Thank you very much for what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've seen it, yeah. You know, I fell across
Is
it really.
Kirsten Dingwall here? No. Jim Harland.
Yeah.
You don't look like Kirsten Dingwall.
It looks
Come
like
forward,
a
Jim.
nondescript green hut.
It's a classic ministry work building from the 50s.
Okay, huge. It's got a sign up.
But it's got a fantastic story that we've got to tell.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.